Hey everyone, and here we are back with some more Krastorio 2. Last time we managed to start our basic oil refining and... Ooh, hold on, give me a second because I believe that my game capture isn't working properly. Come on, there it is, much better. Yes, last time we started our basic oil refining and we are getting some petroleum now. Let me put some more volume on the Factorios because I believe the stream isn't hearing much of the game itself. Alright, that looks a little bit more sensible, I believe. So, what is our next thing to do? One thing that immediately catches my eye is that the assemblers for science don't seem to be working on full power, so we might want to improve that. We also have a to-do list, assemblers for ammo and assemblers for turrets. I think those also might be nice, since we will probably want to start building our perimeter defense sooner rather than later. I believe I wanted to start a main bus somewhere around here, and having defenses before that would definitely be helpful. Uh, First, I think I want to... Did I research the cliff explosives? Not yet. First, I think I might want to get to cliff explosives as fast as possible, because if we are going to be building the bus to the east, it would be nice to get rid of those nasty cliffs. Alright, so for the time being, I think I will add primitive automation for some ammo and for some turrets. And once we have that, we will consider our next step. This looks like a very primitive main bus already, so I think we might do that somewhere around here. Let's redo this. Then we will split you up here. And we'll build the assemblers in a second. I just want to see why our iron production is so low. I mean, it looks like we get enough iron ore. Although I might want to upgrade... Oh, I didn't research the red belts yet. Never mind. I think, in that case, we will just add a second belt. Yeah, as you can see, this one is constantly full, so we are not really utilizing it to the fullest extent. Let's do something silly like this. Drop you back here. And now we will be able to connect another line here. I think we could possibly split this because the other line seems to be doing fine. So let's do it like that, and then we'll be able to connect another source of iron. Speaking of, I think this one will be the closest one. Yes, looks like it is our only one for the time being. We will have to do some exploration later. To that end, I will also want to get the car, which means fuel. The fuel, however, requires light oil or hydrogen. And to get some hydrogen, which will be easier than the light oil for now, to get that we will require, I believe, the electrolysis plant, and we will use that to split sand and water into chlorine and hydrogen. hydrogen? Yes, hydrogen. And the chlorine we don't really have a use for now. As far as I remember, it will be used to mine the rare metals. Let's actually check. Used in hydrogen chloride, which might be used for rocket fuel. Yes, indeed. Among other things, it's also used to enrich rare metal ore. But I don't know if we will be caring about the metal enrichment for now. Yes, other than that, it would appear... yeah, it would appear that using it to mine the rare metal ore is our only use for it. Really, not just for now. Either way, we have our primitive ammo production here. I think I might actually want to disassemble that and move that to the, let's call it protobus down there. And we will add a... Hold on, what do we need for armor piercing? Just steel plates. So I think we could do that. We could immediately add the armor piercing round production to here. So let us do just that. Also, I don't think I have production for fast inserters yet, so I will have to manually craft some. That is quite alright. Oh, also, did I actually make crafting machine for the poles? I did. Around here. There it is. Fantastic. It's gonna speed this up quite considerably. Let's throw it in here. We will deal with surplus of those later. We might wanna take care of the south because our pollution cloud is spreading into the fog of war already. For now, we will just worry about one thing at a time. I think it will be enough to have 5 stacks, so 1000 should be enough. And also we will need the turrets, and the turrets require iron gears, iron beams, and automation cores. Automation cores also require iron gears, if I remember correctly. Yes, they do. So I think iron sticks, iron gears. Here we can do the automation cores like this. Then we... do we want to add a buffer? I think we might want to. Just to be safe. And you will also need iron beams. So let's add those right here. Perfect. How many do you need of them? 5. And they are produced rather slowly, so let's also add a buffer here. I think 5 stacks will be more than enough. But it will definitely not hurt us. At least not too much. If we have a buffer of 5 stacks. Okay, copper plates will be next. But for now, let's draw this line here. More inserters, please. There we go, and there we go. You don't need pure iron, so that's fine, but you do. And now the copper. Split, and you will go somewhere like here, I think. It's fine. Do that. And do that. No. I didn't make a splitter factory, did I? I didn't. I didn't even make an underground one. I just made the basic belts. Which is something, I guess. Alright. Oh, you also will need some coal. So we should probably add a line for coal. And pretty soon we will also require a line for stone. Especially once we start building trains. Because I think those aren't too far. Yep. Just a few techs ahead of us. Okay. So that is that. Let's do just that. Reverse this temporarily so we can add a splitter. And there it goes. That should be our basic ammo done. Alrighty. Oh, right. I forgot about the steel for the thingy. Yes, the thingy. Whatchamacallums. Armor piercing ammo. Auto crafting several splitters and several undergrounds. I could really use automatic belt assembly. Thank you. And you... Yeah, no, you don't need steel. That's fine. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. There we go. And this is automated turrets. Let's stick to 2 stacks. And that would make these 2 complete. I mean, I say complete, I haven't connected the steel yet. So let us go and grab the belts. So we can expand this, and I think then we'll be done and we'll be ready to make some belt assemblers. Also, in the meantime, I think I wanted to upgrade the science crafters to better assemblers, so they go a little bit quicker. But for now, the problem seems to be not enough iron on the belt. So, let us see what we can do about that. Can we do anything about that? I think we could put some of those miners a bit more densely. That should improve the flow. Although I definitely need to build some more miners. Yes, I did buffer some components in the chests. So that is going to be very helpful. I could probably also add a crafter for miners. Hold on. Is it a setting in the to-do list to automatically close it after adding a new task? Auto assign, edit task on middle click, show to do. Doesn't look like it. So I think I might have to just use the button instead of pressing enter when I finish inserting new task. Alright, how's our power? We have surplus for now. We don't have to worry about adding more miners. At least not yet. I'm sure we will be surprised by lack of power sooner rather than later. Alright, that's one belt full. we add a few more miners here. Here we can't, because that will make it... Although, I could technically mine both and split them. Yeah, that disconnects. That's pretty alright. Let's do iron right. And that should be fine. Maybe. Is that all we wanted to do here? I guess so. Oh, maybe let's add a few more of these. There we go. Perfect. We are still within our power limits, which is alright. And now I believe we have both of these. Let's prioritize the left one, so that area doesn't stay full. Come on, guys, you can start working again. One. Really? Still? Come on. Come on. There's an empty space right here. That's number 2. That's number 3, 4, and 5. There you go. That should increase our iron plate production. All smelters seem to be operational now. Alright, let us then connect the steel plates. And I think one thing I could do is reduce my GUI scale. Thank you. That will make it... Ooh, nice. Gotta love that increased production. Alright, so let's work on the belts, shall we? Iron plate, iron gear wheel. So we will do that over here. And we will green wire it to produce no more than 1k. 1k should be enough, I hope. Oh, this belt is filling with iron already. Here it's gonna take a while because we are still producing a ton. Okay, what do we need for the undergrounds? Iron beams and belts. And for splitters, iron gear wheels, automation cores, and electronic circuits. Oh dear, that's gonna be complicated. I think we want to start by putting the circuits on the protobus. So I think we will take one of these. Although we might want to improve this a little bit by upgrading the assemblers. Thank you. That should be fine. Thank you. And inserter. We will definitely need to upgrade this because a single assembler won't produce nearly enough for our needs. But for basic automation, it is a start. So, undergrounds need the beams. So So I think we can just copy this setup. Then we add the undergrounds, and then we add the beams here. And this will instead store undergrounds. 0.2k should be fine. Power. There we go. We did research some solar panels, so you might also want to work on that. Which... oh, right, of course, I forgot about it. Which will require us to make some silicon, and silicon is made from smelting quartz, I believe. And quartz is made from washing sand. Silicon, quartz, sand infiltration plant, indeed. Okay. So I think our next step will be to add stone to our protobus and possibly connecting a water line. Because I definitely do not want to have to run some weird connections from a lake that I find somewhere along the way. Alright, let's clear out this area. And I don't like those stamps, so I will get rid of them. Much better. Now, we need more assemblers. And more inserters. I think inserter assembly might be our next step. Alright. And where do we go from here? Did we research the... no, we have not. Would be good to have them, but since we don't really have that much iron ore yet, I think this can wait for a second. For now, though, I think I wanna take these few turrets that I have and go explore a bit. Because I fear we might have an issue with some angry neighbors soon. Alright, I didn't make an assembly for my personal ammo yet. Let's make sure we have a supply. Those guys are pretty far from the cloud, but I think it would be good to get rid of them earlier. Okay, this area looks clear for now. Let's move to get rid... oh, mineral water. Okay, let's get rid of those guys. Let's not just worry about too much yet. Let's take it one step at a time. Oh, immersite. Nice. One thing that can be intimidating about Factorio is having too much to do and not knowing what you should take care of immediately, and switching between the tasks and never really doing anything is another problem. So let's just not worry about that and take it step by step. Oh, those nests already have plus 66% hit points just from the evolution. hold on, settings, mod settings, lawnmower. Yes, I have added the setting to not destroy items from the spawners. Ah, but sadly you don't always get the biomass. So apparently this time we didn't. Alright. Any more here? Or is the coast clear for now? Looks to be clear-ish. So we'll move to the south-southwest. We'll scout this area and see if we will have any issues soon. And deal with them before they become an issue. Ooh, our petroleum is full. Do we have... Yes, we do have storage tanks, so I think we might do this. There we go. Did we... Yes, we did. So let's change this to 80,000. Nice. Although one thing you have to be wary about with Krastorio, oil is finite, in contrast to base game Factorio. You don't get infinite oil from each and every single oil field. You will have to keep exploring for more. There's more immersite, and there are bugs on the edge of our pollution cloud, which is never a good sign. There we go. Hello, guys. Let's move two of these to the front. We'll do some turret hopping, because that damage bonus for turrets is definitely nice on the nests. Ooh, we got medium biters already. We dealt with the worm. That should be fine. Nice. It would appear I have to recheck my settings because I don't appear to be getting biomass when clearing with the lawnmower. Might be something to do with the fact that I've started this game on a previous version. I will have to check if the settings got migrated correctly. Oh well, another thing to check after the stream. For now, we worry about the bugs in-game. At the very least, I don't think we've seen medium worms yet. But at least there's that. If I remember correctly, they have pretty resistant armor. Damaging them will be a pain for now. Until we can get some better tech. Alright, what do we have here? Not a whole lot, other than open desert. And some copper ore. Huh, cool. Did we have any copper ore besides that? No. So it's good to know that there is a field nearby. Once we run out of our starter coal, we will be somewhat safe. Another big nest. Dewormed. Do I have any more ammo on me? Not really, but I can make some. We've researched sulfur, and we are on the way to explosives, so once we get back to the base, we should be close to having cliff explosives, so I think we will build those. Shouldn't have deconstructed those back turrets yet. Oh well. It's a minor mistake. It didn't cost us much besides a little bit of the repair pack. There we go. I do wonder if those dead biter nests respawn after a while. Oh no, I didn't mean respawn. I meant if they despawn if you don't collect them. Ah, holy crap. Double nest. Can we deal with you? I think we might have enough ammo for that. If just. That's explosives. I think if we can put you a little bit closer. So you are in... Oh, that was terrible. Thank you. Sadly, I don't think we can shoot between hitboxes of those nests. So I think we just have to deal with the nest ourselves. There we go. I'm gonna assume this is out of range of the worm, and if not, I will stay and act as a bait. There we go. Oh crap. Not the acid. Can we deal with this worm? Yes. Yes, we can. That's excellent because it means we can move those turrets closer and deal with this nest, and that will allow us to deal with another worm in the back. And maybe even this one? Barely, but yes. Come on, turrets. Nice. So that will be another full nest done. There we go. Let's leave those here. Let's collect the biomass. Sad. Okay. I think that is all. So we can now deal with the northern one. Hello, guys. Oh, that was a mistake. Ooh, that's a medium. Not great. Especially given that he's hidden behind those nests. See? Single shot doesn't take that much of its hit points. We're gonna have to go through quite a lot of ammo to take it out. I mean, it's not like it's ammo that we don't have, but still. A lot of resources on those worms. And one more. Alright. That should be clear for now. And our cliff explosives are almost done, which is perfect. We'll just go home and connect some pipelines with water and petroleum, and that should work fantastically. All right. Let us refresh this. Right. Cliff explosives, 20 seconds. We are going to need coal and sulfur is petroleum and water. Let us go and grab more of these pipes, because even though we have 3 stacks of undergrounds, we are gonna get through them quite quickly. Does Krastorio? Yes, Krastorio does increase the distance, but still, they just don't last. Alright. Pipes. Maybe a stack more of these. Do we have pumps? We have only 5. Might be nice to make a few more. Alright, so first thing on our list. Let's see, we are making the standard belts here. So I think we might want to... never mind. We will deconstruct the old setup later. For now, let's not worry about that. You have produced stuff, you have produced stuff. You are waiting for more iron beams, which will be coming here soon. I might want to buffer those actually, but for now let's just leave it as it is and worry about the next stuff, which is A, splitters, and B, cliff explosives. We have the electronics here, so let's take that. And you need automation cores as well, and that's basically it. So automation cores, let's copy this setup. It's gonna be fine. Nope, mistake. There is some iron ore here. Nice, you're producing undergrounds already. This will be copper, so let's connect that. Oh, thank you. Next step is electronic circuits and transport belts. So I think electronic circuits can come through here. On the last belt. There we go. Electronic circuits. Now all we need is belts. Belt. Do we reuse this one or do we add another? I think we can add another, actually. This, and this. Oh, and also we should probably connect you here. This will have some difficulty working right now because the iron definitely doesn't reach the end of the protobus. But as we improve our production of resources, that should become less and less of an issue. Not to mention that we are filling those side belts, meaning more iron is going here. And once those chests fill, that should help as well. Alright, and you were supposed to copy this and switch it to a splitter. Do we want loaders? I don't think so. I think we will use loaders later, but for now... Oh, they use power now. 400 watts when doing nothing, but 1.08 megawatts for a single loader? Holy crap. That's a lot. I mean, I've used a ton of loaders in the past, so that is... I think that that will no longer happen. Yikes. 108 for a single loader. Oh dear. I remember I was using loaders basically everywhere. I simply replaced inserters with them. Most notably, I was using them for loading and unloading of trains. Now imagine a single one for train could accommodate 4 wagons of 6 loaders each. More than 24 megawatts of power just for a single station. That is just ridiculous. Oh well. Alright. Since that is done, and I believe working, let's test it. Alright, you need iron as well. Oh, right. We should probably connect the electronic circuits as well. And that will be working, so we can work on the cliff explosive. Ah, we have fuel refiners. Nice. What will be our next step then? I think we can get the tool belt and then work on accumulators. Because if we are going to produce a ton of solar power, it will definitely be good to have the accumulators for that. Also, getting concrete soon might be good. Logistics too, and then I think we'll go for the automobilism, so we can get a car. And that's about it. Next, we will add the projectile damage and firing speed. But again, one step at a time. Our belt assembly is done. Let's go for cliff explosives now. Explosives, barrels, and grenades. Let's start with the grenades, since that is the simplest recipe. Just coal and iron plates. Coal is our third belt here, right? Right. We might want to move it actually. And make some space here. That way, we can do this. It is a terrible bus, but you know what? It's a starter bus. It's a proto bus. It doesn't count. That's coal. And that should be grenades. After grenades, we need barrels. Barrels are very simple. You just use steel plates, right? Right. And then explosives, which are coal and sulfur and water, I believe. Yes. And sulfur will be water and petroleum. So, I think we will do something like that. Explosives here, cliff explosives here. Let's limit the output to, well, I guess 2 stacks? If it's not enough, we'll increase it later. Oh, right. They also stack to 200 instead of what's the base game? 20? Yeah, that should be enough. Right. You will get the barrels here, since you don't need a lot of stuff. Like this. And steel comes from here. So there we go. Splitters. Do we have any more? We do have one. Belts. Ah, we got steel furnaces. That's nice. I think I might want to switch to them as soon as possible, because they are not only faster, but also more fuel efficient, which means better pollution management. What do we need? Stone bricks. Was I making bricks anywhere? Yes, I was. Not automatically though, which might be an issue. But once again, don't worry about it. Yeah, we don't have any. And we don't have any fuel stockpiled here, so let's not worry about that either. Let's just use... Actually, since we have wood in our inventory, I think we can craft some fuel and do that. Thank you. Oh, This is where we had some semi-automated bricks, although we used them all for walls. Well, we wanted to use them all for walls. Go. That should speed this up a bit. Alright, we don't have to upgrade an inserter here. This one is doing just fine. How far are we from getting radar? Chemical tech card, which requires red ones, which requires... Oh, did we not? No, we did research that because that's a prerequisite for the solar energy. That's fine. I was worried we would have to still do that, but apparently we are fine. More furnaces, please. And let's move to upgrade our iron production. Because as you can see, apparently we are having some fuel issues. Now that those are working on full capacity. Oh dear. Yeah. Alright, one side upgraded. Huh. More bricks. More furnaces. More better. And this we want to leave at assembler 1s for better power efficiency, so we get the most of our fuel. Go, that's one side. And that's the other. Where is that fuel going? To the steel production. So I think we might actually want to do some... Oh, we are low on power. That's our issue right now. Holy crap. Let's build 2 of these and 1 of those. In the meantime, we will go and grab some more of these. That should be enough for now, I think. Maybe, hopefully. Okay. Oh, never mind. I was worried that we don't have enough fuel on the belt, but apparently we have enough stored for now. Okay. You, and you. That should be alright. These 2. Let's copy those. 1 here. And that should be an improvement. Barely enough, but enough. copy the entire thing and paste it 4 more times. And actually, let's go and increase our coal mining capabilities. That's one thing, and the other is increase our fuel production from wood. Yeah, these two ran out and already we are running slightly low. There we go. Hopefully that will be enough for the time being. That's 4, that's another 4. Let's throw these down. And once we craft the additional chests, we will put them on the belt. That should give us some power for the future. In the meantime, let's go and put more of these greenhouses so we get more wood. I think I also want to divert the surplus wood production from coke into the chest making over there, since we are definitely making more than enough here. Let's output priority to left and then see what's the best way to connect it to here. I think we want to do something like that. There we go. That will allow us to input another belt of wood to this side. And we might wanna weave it through here. Why do I have 7 undergrounds? Why do I have an odd number of undergrounds? That is never a good sign. Now I'm worried. I wasn't worried about the lack of power. I wasn't worried about biter stacking. I am worried about having uneven amount of undergrounds. There we go. Surplus wood goes to power production now. I think we need faster inserters here. The output seems to be fine though. If it's not, in a few minutes we can always upgrade it. Okay, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Alright, output from the greenhouses looks fine. That should be alright. Yes, one is near and one is far. So we should probably do the same on those. Just to make sure it doesn't lock itself out. Alright. I think that's the best we can do for now. So, let's get back to cliff explosives. Where were we? We were going to make grenades and barrels. Alright, so all that's left to do is explosives. I will actually buffer them because I think I might want to use some for manual crafting of some tank ammo, I believe. Once we are capable of doing that, 4 stacks should be fine. Coal, sulfur. So let's make sulfur here. And let's flip this. Ah, nice. So we can connect water over here. Sulfur will come here. Coal will come here. And water will be here. Perfect. Coal. Like that. Water. Water, water, water. I think water will have to come from the lake. Oh, la-di-da. Fantastic discovery. Let's place some sentinels here, so we can have an eye on what's going on while we're not in the area. And then let's move to create an offshore pump somewhere in these parts. Where's my pump? Why am I blind? There it is. There we go. Pump, pipe. Ah, damn it, trees. The greatest enemy of all. I mean, in games. In real life, they are quite fine. Okay. We will do that. And we will connect water here. There we go. Next step is petroleum, which will be connected here somewhere. That should be fine, I think. Maybe. If not, we can always modify it later. But we shouldn't worry about being perfect right now, since this isn't anywhere near our final build. I mean, I haven't played Krastorio in a long time. A long time. And even then, I only played it with space exploration, so I am figuring this out as I go. There we go. Petroleum is connected. That should be fine. I'm assuming I connected the pipes to the sulfur production immediately, so we should be producing the cliff explosives already. I hope. And indeed we are. Nice. Wonderful. Another one ticked off. Do we have the car yet? We do not. We are getting close, but we don't have it yet. So in the meantime, I think we might actually want to set up the... whatchamacallit? Hydrogen production, so we can get some fuel. Hydrogen production will need an electrolysis plant, and we will also need a crusher to crush sand. And if we are going to need that, then we are going to need stone on the bus. So let's connect that. I mean, I'm calling it a bus. It's a primitive bus. It's a proto bus. It's our starter base. It doesn't count. I think I will work on a real bus once we have red circuits, because I think after that there won't be much else resource-wise other than maybe rare metals, but I don't think we will need to bust the rare metals. As far as I remember, they aren't used for that many items in the game, so I think we will be able to deliver them to specific points wherever they are needed. Stone. Where do we have our stone? There it is. Okay, so I think this will be another wonderful spaghetti weave. Also, I think I might want to actually disable this temporary build, because it produced way more sand than I'm gonna need for a while. Thankfully I have limited the chests, so it's not as bad. There's more of the bricks, so let's use those to make more of the steel furnaces. And I think I might actually throw some of that coal, just so it produces some walls for us. If we are going to start making a perimeter wall soon, that will definitely be helpful. For now, I am going to empty those chests on the belt. No, wrong direction. There we go. And let's put a small balancer here. There we go. And connect it to our protobus. So I think this will be a good location for it. Thank you. Nope, that was a mistake. That's better. Down, down, down we go. And once we have that, we can work on the electrolysis plant for our car fuel. Like many things, this will be temporary setup, but we definitely need it since the car doesn't accept any of the standard fuels, like in the base game. Alright, crusher. Crusher will go into an electrolysis plant, which will electrolyze sand and water into chlorine and hydrogen, which means we need some storage tanks. Chlorine will be stored for later. I think 4 tanks should be enough. Let's maybe put a pump in here. Why not? Like that. And what else did we need for the fuel? Fuel. Fuel from solid fuel. Solid fuel and hydrogen, and solid fuel we can make out of the petrol, so that is quite fine. Okay. So, fuel refinery. We don't need much space here. And chem plants. Do I have chem plants? I do have chem plants. Wonderful. Solid fuel. And of course I haven't made inserters yet. So there's that. And I ran out of chests. How much fuel will we need? I think 2 stacks should be enough. Also the question is, can I use that fuel? It has fuel value, so I believe I should be able to use it in things like boilers, and I should be able to just burn it for power. How much does it stack? 200, so 400 is okay. Water. We need water here. This is fine. This will be the sand, and this will be the stone. Stone will come from here. Oh, stone is here, actually. Never mind. There we go. We are electrolyzing. Oh, we should probably connect the hydrogen. There we go. Oh, and we should also probably connect the petrol. It is somewhere around here. So that is fine. There we go. We're making solid fuel, which means we are making fuel. Did I make that a task? I did not. Alright. So now, I think our next step might be either the inserters or solar panels and accumulators. I think I will go for inserters because having to craft them manually is a chore. Steel, electronic circuit and inserter parts. And these? Same, but instead of steel, it's automation cores. Oh, crap. I'm not a fan of those recipes. I don't think I'm gonna automate burners. Right, let's start by making an inserter parts assembler. Inserter parts. Iron gear wheel and iron stick. So actually, let's move this forward. Let's make some more assemblers. This will be the sticks, this will be the gears. And this will be the iron. And we will put this on a belt and we will split it among all the inserter assemblers. Speaking of, do we have any more inserters? We do have superior ones later. They will require immersite. So I think I won't bother leaving space for them. For now I will just craft the base ones, the fast ones, and I might leave some space for the bulk ones once we get the advanced circuit. Let's clear this out, because we will definitely need room. Oh, mistake. Thank you. Alright, let's begin by making the common one. automation core and electronic circuits. So the automation core can be copied again. Actually, I think we might do it like that. And we will add the electronic circuit from the right side. That should be enough. Like this, like that, and like that. Okay. This will require some copper. So let's move this forward. Okay. What the hell is that? Too far to connect. What is this error? Is that a bug in the current Factorio version? Or is it a Krastorio thing? Oh, I think I know what might be. It might want to try and build underground belts, and it yells that it's too far because it's out of range for the yellow undergrounds. Oh well. It's not like I wanted to do it anyway. Alright. So, this will be our assembly for the standard inserter. I think a single stack will be enough. We don't really need much more than that of the standard ones. I think we will be fine. We would be fine with even a lower amount. But I think a stack is good just in case. Actually, since we have grenades, let's use those. Oh, a single one is enough. Nice. All clear. Electronic circuits are here. So let's connect them here. Belt, belt, splitter, belt. This is the ugliest bus I've ever built, but it's mine. And I love it. Alright. We are full on fuel, so once we get that car, we will not have to worry about it. Add the projectile damage, add the projectile speed. Next will be the plastics and the advanced circuit. I think we might want to divert to the gas station, although I don't think we will use it unless we have the biomethanol, but that is chemical science and needs atmospheric condensation, which is quite a way away still, although not that long of a way. Let's enqueue chemical science and we will worry about it once we're there. Another step we should probably do is long-handed inserters and fast inserters. So first, long-handed ones. Let's do this. They will require sticks and automation cores, so let's reuse those cores. And that will be fine. You'll get the inserter parts from here. I guess we could weave those sticks over there, but do we want this to look any uglier than it already does? Oh, I guess we do. So let's do that. And here we can output them into a chest limited to a single stack. I don't suppose we're gonna need any more of that. Hold on, I've seen something in those inserters. Oh yeah, they also have a long version. Nice. Alrighty then. That's gonna work much better. And the fast ones. Steel plate, electronic circuit, and inserter parts. So... steel plate and electronic parts we will get from the bus, since we have them both bussed. Let's grab those for later. Let's grab those for now. There we go. Oh, I should probably also go and get some more power poles, because I am running out already. Oh, I say this, but I can't actually have this, thank you. Here, I think we might want to split it from here. There's nothing wrong with that. And we will add steel over here. Steel is on the 4th belt. We have researched a car, so we will build that in a moment. Will definitely help with our exploration. And we definitely need to explore some more. Especially here, since our pollution cloud is expanding there again. Alright. We should probably also it into a chest, and I think 4 stacks of fast ones will be enough. 0.2k. There we go. Steel is coming in. Alright, I should also connect those. Would be much better. There we go. Insert the production online. So, now that we have the car, I think we can go on a little trip. Let's take a stack of fuel. Let's also make sure we have some ammo. Oh, and also make some of the personal ammo in case we have to get out of the car. And maybe also grab some turrets. Alright, where's our car? There you are. Let's add this. And let's put the ammo in. Oh, maybe 2 stacks is enough. And there we have it. Wonderful, wonderful. Exploration vehicle. Yes, I think I want to go north and then west. Oh, maybe I should watch where I'm going. Do I have... Yes, I do have enough resources to make more repair packs, so... better do that because everyone knows I am going to run into things. Even if I don't want to, or rather, especially if I don't want to. Alright, this area looks safe-ish for now. There's some inner side for later. Oh, cliff. No, I'm not gonna test the explosive yet. Please tell me if there is a way through the water over here, or if it's just a peninsula. No, it's isolated. Good. We don't have to worry about it. So, let's get through here. Clear this out so we can drive more easily later. Okay. And let's explore to the west. Oh, don't drive into the dead trees. I know they're dead, but you're not. Yet. You know what? I should have installed my skulls mod, just to keep track of all my deaths. I mean, I haven't had any yet, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to have some. Huh, there's a biter nest. So let's deal with that. Good old-fashioned turret creep. Ooh, that's a medium worm, I believe. Yep, indeed it is. Technically, I could have waited 2 minutes for the damage upgrades, but I am impatient. Nah, I'm not gonna do that in the car. Let's just deal with those worms first. God damn it, that bite through itself to protect the worm. Come on, hit the worm. Thank you. Much better. Ah, God, I love that sound. That one, not so much. Too squelchy. Okay. So this looks like a pretty narrow passage. We'll make it easier to defend later. Oh, there's some oil. Nice. This isn't walkable, so that's good as well. What was the new shortcut for shooting neutrals? Shift spacebar. Die, trees. I mean, you are already dead, but you're still in my way. Bastards. Where was I? I was going west. Thank you. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I think we can deal with that with our car. Oh, a spitter. That's the first. Oh, our evolution is already above 30%. Not good. Clear, clear, clear. Alright. Let's check just a little bit more of the southern parts, and then we'll go and deal with the rest to the east. And once that is done, I think I might actually want to set up a more robust wall production, so we have enough walls to build our perimeter soon. Okay, good. That's another slightly narrower passage. So we will build second part of our wall there. And we won't have to worry about attacks from that direction, at least for the time being. Maybe not use up all the ammo we have, huh? If we are going to hop with turrets, we need a little bit more. Okay. God damn it, rock. Oh. But I got the damage upgrade, which means I'm now killing the small worms in 2 shots. Dealt with. Oh, I think I might actually want to reduce the sound a bit. Thank you. Because I might be a little bit too quiet in contrast to all the turrets firing. Alright. Now that this is dealt with, let's check this area, and then we'll go back home. Sadly, there is a way through here, which means we will have to build another part of southern wall. But it's not so difficult in this area, at least. Alright. To the east. Always to the east. And it looks like we have quite a lot of room to expand for now. So I think we will actually start making those walls and start thinking about our initial perimeter wall. Alright. Let's return to the base then. And we will set up the wall production, which probably will mean that we have to increase our stone production, which will probably in turn mean we will have to increase our power production as well. But for now, one step at a time. We have some buffer power, at least when not building everything else at the same time. Let's grab some iron beams if we have those somewhere around. Yeah, kind of. I'm not buffering. Oh, there's a buffer in the turrets, so we can use that. Thank you. We will make another greenhouse just so we can have a pair. That pair will produce our fuel for furnaces, and the furnaces will make bricks to make some walls. Speaking of, let's use the factory planner. Yeah, let's have the game paused while we plan our factory. Huh. Really? Wall. Alright, because I searched for walls. That's one. Let's actually set this to an exact limit that produces 60. So let's edit that and have 60. Or do we want Assembler Mark II? I think we might want an Assembler Mark II. And to that end, oh, also 90. I think we might want to set the Assembler Mark II as the default. Can I do that from here? Defaults, machines and modules. Set as default. Thank you. Yeah, factory planner has changed a bit since I last used it. Stone bricks. That we can also change to the steel furnace. And fuel we can change to the wooden chest. Set as default. Thank you. So we will need 12 steel furnaces to supply enough bricks. And we will need 48 chests per minute, which is half an assembler, which is 2.4 greenhouses. Huh. Okay, I guess I will make another one then. Let's leave a little bit more room here. And it will actually be nice to capture some of that pollution we're producing on this side. Where's the water? The water is somewhere like here, I believe. Indeed it is. Water. Thank you. Now, step 2. Power. Oh, a single one is in range of all of them. Nice. Okay. Why not? Let's buffer it. It will definitely not hurt us, given that it actually absorbs pollution. We don't have iron. No, one thing that I would like for them to add is that when you hover this, you get an arrow on the screen that would point you towards the location. But sadly, we don't have that. At least, not yet. I don't remember if I have actually suggested that as an improvement. Might need to check the forums again. No, this will not work the same way. Sad. Huh, actually, we want to move that one step further, just so we can have that. There we go. And that is our fuel. So, 12 of these. So I think we will do 6 by 6. There we go. Oh, I should probably not build them all like that. I think we will place them here. That should be fine, I believe. Do I have the... Yes, I do. Awesome. Oops. Wrong one. That's better. We will connect the fuel here. Yes. This is the right location for the inputs. There you go. And output in the middle. And we can put this directly. Maybe let's move it a little bit further. Not the armor, come on. Like that. And we will limit the chest to, I think, 2000 walls. I don't think we will need more than that. That should give us a nice supply. Wookie. I could technically place the pole in the middle if I used undergrounds, but I'm not a fan of that solution. This is better. Cool. And the stone is over here. So, stone. Why didn't you reverse the direction as I asked you? I have no idea. But now it's fine. 10k electronic circuits. Nice. The factory grows. Also, we should probably output the fuel. 4 stacks should be enough. We'll have enough wood stored for it to last us for a while. And the stone is slowly coming in. Once that is here, we will be golden. Let's put a turret here just in case we miss something. And let's watch our first bricks being made here. Once that is done, I think I will deconstruct the manual brick setup. Actually, let's do this as well. It's gonna be nice to have some bricks for a personal use. Later on I can use them to, who knows, maybe pave the base. Alright, walls are being made. Perfect. Walls are being made, turrets are being made, inserters are being made, ammo is being made. Do we need anything else for our initial perimeter defenses? I do not believe so. So, let's just deal with some of that stuff. You don't need to be working this anymore. There we go. Let's actually... Oh, I was supposed to grab some more medium power poles at some point. Let's grab both stacks. I'm not making the big ones, right? No, I am not. Which is a shame, but it is understandable. Also, what does this require? Iron stick, copper cable. and a steel beam. So technically I could do that here. You know what? I will do that here. Copper, iron stick and steel beam. Iron stick and steel beam. Where's the iron stick? That's gonna be that, and that's gonna be the steel beam thingy. Or actually, do I want to buffer those? I think I want to buffer those because I am not going to be automating their production, and it would be nice to have some for manual crafting of stuff like those medium-sized and large-sized chests, I believe. Not to mention I will want a Tesla coil once I have a better armor. Alright, so that's... Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. This doesn't connect to this place. You go here, you go here, you go here. There we go. Much better. Let's place some output here. I think 2 stacks should be fine. So 0.1k. Chest. Metal, steel beams. I think 4 should be enough. And let's connect a belt of steel plates. There we go. That should be making our large power poles soon. Power is fine for now. Oh, nice. We filled the belt. This is producing enough? Kind of. I mean, the surplus is going to the power, so I'm guessing we have more than enough production. Alright. Our next step then will probably be solar panels and accumulators, but for the moment I'm gonna take a quick bio break. So, yeah, go grab something to drink, stretch your legs, all that. I will be back in a few minutes. And we're back. Alright, where were we? I think we were going to start producing some solar panels and accumulators. So let's go and do that. What do we need for the solar panels? Silicon will be our main issue. For that we require quartz, for that we require sand and water. So I think we might want to repeat the setup from the wall production. Although actually I think we can... Can we take that fuel from here? I don't think so. I think we made it so... Yep, it technically does have some surplus wood, but not much. So I think we will just copy this setup wholesale and oh, we probably want to make more greenhouses then. And once that's done, quartz, which is sand and water, and then we have to smelt it. Which means that we also need... Oh, we do have two crushers, that's perfect. That we can actually remove, and we will go in some other direction, I believe. Can we fit that here? I think we can. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Since spaghetti is the name of the game. Oh, I also don't have assembler production, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. I might want to automate that next. Oh, but also, while we're on automation... I left my car far from here. Never mind. While we're on the subject of automation, I think I might want to make a little bit more electronic circuit production, because a single assembler is definitely not enough. Not even for our current needs. I think I might actually place it somewhere around these parts. I need iron gear wheels. I am certain I have some stored somewhere. Not around here though. Oh, also, this old setup probably can go. I think that was the last one. So, there you are. Iron gear wheels. Perfect. And we can also get rid of those. Okay. I think that should be enough assemblers for a small electronic circuit production. Let's take this in case we need some. Inserter parts we don't need to be making here, since we have a big enough production in our inserter in our inserter producing machines. This has been done, although technically we could still... no, never mind. Let's just get rid of this. Or let's do that. And we will output copper to the right and iron over to here. There we go. We are slowly running out of iron, so it would be nice to make sure we can secure the next field soon. Oops. That's better. Alright. We are making assemblers for the electronic circuits. Oh, let's place a few more of stone miners, because the stone is going out quickly. There we go. More stone, more better. Maybe not. That is fine. That is all fine. And I think that should, for the time being, be enough. If I switch this to near, will it... Huh, yes it will. Nice. I didn't think it would do it, but it's good to know that it works that way. Might be useful knowledge for the future. Also, I think we might wanna upgrade the inserters, because I think that is what's slowing us down over here. Since even those furnaces are getting through the fuel way too fast. And output should be fine, I think. Oh right, we didn't upgrade these. There we go. Should be alright now. I hope. Okay. Now that this is done, electronic circuits. I'm not gonna factory plan this, I'm just gonna build some. I'm not even gonna eyeball it, because I don't wanna worry about any sort of ratios right now. I just want to produce some more. And since current amount is ridiculously small, any improvement will be nice. Yeah. Will 4 be enough? I think 4 might be enough, but I will actually build 8. Also, what do you require? Wood, iron plate, and copper cable. Yeah, we might want to space them a bit more wide than that, given that they take 3 ingredients. That should be fine, I guess. There we go. Amounts. Wooden plates, so they can go together on a single belt, and the copper cable will be on another. Although it would be better if we didn't have to belt the copper cable at all. Can I do that? If I put it like that, that can fit, at least theoretically. Which would be nice if that worked. Because then I would be able to do this. Each one of these uses 1.5 copper cable per second, and this produces 3 per second. Wait, what? 1.5 to 3. Huh. Yeah, so the ratios are totally different than in base game. One copper cable assembler can handle 2 two assembling machines for electronic circuits on its own. Holy crap. Well, that's efficiency. I mean, that simplifies the design, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. And definitely leaves enough room to input the iron and the wood. Which, speaking of wood, are we taking it from here? No, this is the wood for our steel production. With the surplus going there. You're getting the wood from here, and you're getting the wood from here. So I think we might actually want to add more wood production. Let's see if 2 is enough. If it isn't, then we'll increase the number of greenhouses. And for now, let's combine these. Mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's leave it actually like that. So it's sort of symmetrical, I guess. I don't think symmetry is a perfect word here, but I guess you know what I mean. Alright. So there's that. And now we can combine those. What was that? The gas power station. Cool, cool. Not really gonna use it yet, but it's nice to have for the future. Oops, I think we have switched that. Okay, that's better. And you go here, and you go here, and then we can send you to here. Let's make some room so we can put a splitter to connect these two. Like that, and like that. Cool. That's gonna work nicely. Wood and iron. Yes, yes. Not to mention the copper for those guys. So I think the copper can just be delivered straight up like this. Let's leave some room so we can have some space to fit the rest, and you will go here. There we go. That is nice. I have built my greenhouses, which is also nice. Let's connect the power so they start producing. And actually, let's do that. Better. Connector. I will actually build it like that, so I can deliver the wood from the bottom. And this one to near, and in case we need to increase wood production, we will have the room for that here. This splits into 2, so I think we could also... although, do I really want to split it? I might just do something stupid like this. Or rather, like this. And that is 1. And that will be 2. Much quicker. And since we don't worry about perfection, it's perfectly fine. There we go. Beautiful piece of chaos in your home. And we should probably also connect some power to it, so it actually can produce. There we go, there we go. There we go, and there we go. Since our research is stopped, what can we do? Landfill would definitely be useful. Bulk inserter as well. Mining productivity, I think we might actually want to throw that to the front. Modular armor will always be nice. That is being done already. Flare stack, I don't really want to flare anything, so nope. Modules. Modules are always great. I think we will go for the productivity one, and then we will go for solar panel for our armor. Because when we get the modular armor, we will definitely want to put some equipment in it. I think that's it for now. That seems to be working fine. Also, I think I might want to switch it to the near lane. Alright, expanded electronic circuit production is online. And it looks good. Okay, solar panels. Back to the solar panels. Also, where's my car? There it is. I think I might want to go and grab it, because if I have to move somewhere quickly, having it close will be good. I should have probably installed the GCKI mod, just so I can always call the car to me. But I will leave that for later. For now, I will try to go as vanilla Krastorio as I can. I mean, as vanilla. I'm not really bothered about that, but still. The fewer mods I have to add, the less I have to worry about one of them breaking mid-run. Now, the good thing with Factorio modders is that they usually are pretty quick at fixing any bugs that appear. Alright. Well, not to mention that the GCKI mod is a pretty good one. I loved it. I've used it in many of my playthroughs. And from what I remember, it was pretty solid on its own. Alright, this will produce our sand. Sand will be filtered to quartz, so I need a filtration plant. No, not electrolysis plant, a filtration plant. Thank you. And this is actually where I should grab a few of those buffered steel beams for the future. There they are. Not a lot of them, but still a few. Alright. Filtration plant. Do I want to buffer the sand? I don't think so. That should be quite enough. So let's connect the water here. And also for now, I will use the sand that I do have in my inventory, taken from the old thingy. So let's do that. Let's connect the water so the quartz starts producing. Alright, and alright, thank you. Do I want to store that? I might want to for some laser turrets before I automate them. So, this, and that, and this, And also that. 0.2k, I guess. Yeah, that will be a single stack. You know what? Maybe go for twice that much. Alright. Now, that has to be smelted in order to get silicon. And silicon will only be used for solar panels, electronic components, and electronic components with lithium. So I don't think I will buffer that. How many smelters for that do we actually want? I think I'm gonna go for... Do I want to go for 4? 16-second crafting time. What is... This is 3.2. You know what? I will just place 4 here. And we'll see how it goes. We can always expand it later. Just to be sure, I will leave some room for more furnaces in case that is the case. That should be fine. Also, switch the recipe to silicon. That's alright, that's alright, and that is also alright, thank you. Don't know why I did it like that, but let's not worry about it too much. Alright, silicon will be made soon. Maybe we should actually split it in 2. Yeah, much better. And let's copy this so we can put it like that. Created the first silicon 5 hours 39 minutes in. I can't tell if that's good or bad, but I'm gonna assume I'm playing rather slowly. That's the stone, thank you. Let's leave some room for furnaces here. Alright, what's the next step? Glass. Oh, blast. I should have left some room out there to output the sand. Although, I might actually want to make a separate crusher for the whatchamacallums. For the glass. You know what? I think what I might actually do is this. We will put it on the same line. Glass. Yes, but in that case, I probably want to not do that. Yeah, that should be fine, I think, maybe. Yep. And this will be pure sand, so let's do just that here. Maybe without the pipe, please. Thank you. This and that and this and that and this and that. I ran out of inserters already. I think I took 2 stacks with me. That should be enough. Cool. Connect the stone. So, next step. Iron beams, I guess, because the rest we can get directly from the bus. I wonder how many assemblers I'm gonna need for those solar panels, actually. I think we can place this on the near one. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. Yeah, that is definitely more than enough sand. I could have used just one of these machines. Oh well. You live and you learn. This needs 4 iron beams per 10 seconds. This produces half per second, so one should be enough. Mining productivity 1 researched. Nice. I do like my mining productivity. Alright. Step 3 complete. Step 4 and 5 will be delivered directly from the bus, so I think we can try this out. Maybe let's bring this a little bit higher. They stack to 50, so I think I might go to 400-ish. We can adjust later. Iron beams. Just 4. So I think we might actually combine this with the steel plates and put the electronic circuit on a third one. But more to the point, how are we going to do that? For now, I think I will just do that, and later on we will think of a nice way to weave the belts. So, this goes like that. Let's copy those. This is steel plate, which is belt number 4. Like that. Splitter. Like that. And we will also add you right here. Perfect. Split. Split. And do this. That should be fine. So, once that starts producing, we will start worrying about the accumulators. In the meantime, let's look at our research. We added the solar panels. Do we have any other equipment we want? Belt immunity might be nice. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? I don't see anything immediately. Oh, right. Night vision equipment. Technically, we don't need it, but let's see if it works better than just using the Bright Nights mod. And let's see how that works. Yep, looks like it gets more than enough. So I think we want to have more assemblers here. 4 might be enough. At least for now. So let's just do that. Let's just do that and figure out how to weave this through. I think we will underground this belt. Come on, grab the silicon, thank you. Like that. And that way we can split the circuits here. I think that will be fine. We will fix this soon. For now, let's just do that. And that we shall put here, here. Oh, not like this, mate, not like this. Yes, we have modules, thank you. We will want to split this somewhere around here for these two. And another one here. I was supposed to do this, thank you. Thank you. Actually, I think I might swap them because it's easier for me to connect this one here. And this one here. Also, power. Okay, let's give you halvesies and steel plate as well. Productivity module. Ooh, it requires electronic components. Interesting. Right, how's our power? Near the limits. We have a nice supply of walls already, so I think we might start to think about having the perimeter wall set up. So I will place a few defensive turrets here to protect this production in case it gets attacked while I'm not here. Go. Let's grab our walls. And once we have those, we go and grab inserters and the belts. Inserters, belts, walls, turrets, and some ammo. And I probably also want to make some combinators for ammo storage thingy. I will explain it probably once I get to building it. For now, just bear with me, please. Grab that. I think we will start with the western one since it's gonna be the smallest. So let's just do that. Also, we should grab this. Thank you. Where is the best place to connect the power? I think from somewhere around here we could deliver our big poles. Also, what's the range? I think that's the new base game standard, so that should be fine. Let's do that. Yes, indeed. They are a chunk apart. So just like the base game now. Although if I remember correctly, Krastorio had this range, if not always, then for a long time, way before 2.0 or Space Age were announced. Alright. I also like how they implemented the vehicle snap in the base game now. Vehicle snap was one of the must-have mods for me in any playthrough. Having it in vanilla is just wonderful. I missed. Okay, now the question is, do we design our auto wall or do we just build it and see what we can come up with? I think I might just build and see what happens, because I don't really remember how later game Krastorio weaponry handles itself, so I might want to incorporate some new types of turrets later on once I learn how useful they really are. For now, we just go with the standard ones. Yeah, I think I might want to do the wall here. I don't want to go too far with it. Here would be nice, but I would have to landfill a ton of stuff, and I haven't finished researching landfill yet. That's one. And even if I did, I definitely didn't set up its production. Alright, let's add the trains to our research queue. Trains will always be nice. Let's add the gates. And that's our queue full. Alright. Let's begin. I think we want to leave some space between the turrets and the wall. Because if I remember correctly, the bigger spitters can create larger pools of acid that can reach turrets that are right at the wall. And for now, I think we wanna make it 1/8 of a full length. So let's do that. Let's put some inserters. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm gonna need landfill. Now, I'm gonna have it pretty soon. Research finished in minutes or so. And luckily I have enough stone everywhere around me. So that shouldn't be an issue. Also, I probably want to incorporate some sentinels into my wall design. Sentinels are amazing in the walls because they let you keep vision of the wall, but in contrast to the radars, they don't keep scanning outside of your wall and generating more chunks and more biter nests. Let's collect some of that stone in preparation for the landfill. Noise. You know what? Let's clear the rest. I hate those decorative rocks. They make me feel they're real rocks, and I'm annoyed at them when I can't mine them out. Alright. There's the landfill. 50 stone or 50 sand and 50 water. I mean, if I want it cheap, I will use that, but for now, I just need that. Thank you. Let's actually leave some room for other stuff. Alright. So there's our belt. Our sentinels, I think the range is 3 by 3. So I think we can actually put it somewhere like here. Also, do we want to chunk align those? I mean, that would make it easier, but I think we might want to something different. Alright, let's do that, and instead we will place you... You know what? I will actually place you here, because why not? You're in range of the power pole, you're in the chunk, everything should be fine. So let's copy this. Or not, because we don't need that many sentinels. Let's just build some more. Let's actually copy this instead. And place a few more of these. There we go. That should be a decent turret coverage. Oops, mistake. Alright, and I believe this chunk will be left without a sentinel, and the next one will have one. Okay. And we build the sentinel right at the edge. So one more time. This one has a sentinel, this one doesn't, this one doesn't, this one does. Do we have vision on that? I think I might want to copy the whole thing and save it as a blueprint. Alright, that should be fine. From this to this. Let's call this auto walk 1. Make it snap to relative grid and height of 96. Yep, that should work just fine, I believe. We will test it on one longer segment, probably somewhere around here, but for now let's just continue with our build. There we go, power connected, sentinels have vision. Let's build our inserters. There you go, and if we continue this upward, yeah, I'm afraid the terrain doesn't look too good for us here, so I think we might actually want to make a corner here, which isn't gonna be so bad, I think. Alright. I mean, having corners in open space, that's terrible. Having a corner where most of its side is water, that's not such a bad idea. Bulk inserters researched. Great, we might want to add those to our insert. Oh, right. I don't think I left any space for them. Nope, I did not. What do they require? I think I might have a separate setup for them then. And I think we will actually do that here. There we go. Can we fit you here? Yes, we can. Then we will. Probably doesn't make much sense, but at least it will shoot any biters that approach from the north, and it's always an additional security measure. Alright, you do that. And now we have to figure out a way to properly get you guys some ammo. Do we have the landfill? Yes, we do some. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Oh, we'll see. Right, so of the belt fill itself with the ammo. So I think we just want to, let's say, output ammo from the storage chest if there isn't enough at, let's say, the last 8 or maybe 16 pieces of belt, so we will do that. Also, I think we might wanna... Oh, hold on. Do we want to actually lane balance them or not? I think we might not want to do that in case we put some different type of ammo on the other side of the belt. So I think we actually are not going to do this. Or if we do, we will make sure that the rifle ammo ends on one side. There we go. There's gonna be the chest, there's gonna be the outputting inserter, and now the circuit. Well, it's not gonna be anything fancy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Should be enough. Read and hold. And if those belts have fewer than, let's say, 16 magazines, 1 per tile, I guess, then you will enable outputting. I think that should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although maybe I should have actually counted the belts in front of it. Yeah, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. And also we input priority from the left. So we first accept the returning ammo, and only then ammo outputted from the chest. $16 might be a little bit of an overkill, but I think I'm gonna be quite fine with it. And there we go. That's our auto wall complete on the western side. Now we need south. We actually need to explore north before we start building there. The other south here. And yeah, I think that's it. Let us actually... Oh, we don't have any iron plate on us. Well, that's a bummer. Fine. Let's go back to the base then. I definitely want to place a display panel so we can easily see how much ammo is left, and maybe even connect it to a speaker so that it alerts us when the ammo runs dry. For now though, that is gonna have to be enough. Alright, we have researched the chemical tech card. So I think we will first build the accumulators. Once we have the accumulators, we will build the bulk inserters. And once we have the bulk inserters, we will build Chemtech card. So let us clean this area. Any biters around? I can't see any yet. Doesn't mean that there aren't any. I might actually want to store some of those grenades in a chest for quick wood clear up. So let's do just that. This, and grenade. Oh, it stacks to 100, so I think 2 stacks will be fine. Alright. Cliff explosives. We have over a stack already stored, so that's also going nicely. Now, get rid of that, get rid of that, and also that. And we ran out of grenades already. Yep. Don't worry, we started storing them now, so our future will be definitely more explosive. There we go. Perfect. Oops. No, 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 no. Stop. Thank you. I wish there was something like a handbrake. Never mind. Accumulators. Iron plate and battery. Battery requires iron plate, copper plate, and sulfuric acid. So same as in the base game. I think a single assembler will be enough for that then. And let's limit it to this much. You stack to 50 as well, so that's 500. Oh, so the chest can hold 1600. Well, oh well, never mind. We will upgrade it to a logistic chest later, so it will have more room. But until then, it's fine. And it requires 0.37 battery per second. Batteries produce in 0.25. So I think 2 is minimum that we need. And I actually might want to have a few more, just so we can have batteries for our own personal needs. Oh, also, assembly, chemical plant assembly, electrolysis plant assembly, filtration plant assembly. And I think that covers all our basic needs for now. For the more advanced stuff, main bus and fast belts assembly. There we go. Now, batteries. We are going to have storage for batteries here. And I think 1,000 batteries should be enough. If not, I can always increase it later. Where's the battery? Am I blind? There it is. 1K. Thank you. Splitter, belts. There's that. Four of them. Near. Iron plate and copper plates. So we do the splits and use this one because it's gonna be easier. Connect these two here, here. Then this stuff gets copied forwards, not like that. Like that is much more like it. Thank you. And here we add the copper. Belt. I can't wait till we have robots already. That will definitely make everything go faster. Alright, you also need the sulfuric acid, right? Yes. Which is made using iron plate, sulfur, and water. And sulfur will be made here. Which means this and that. And you can go from here. Water is somewhere around here, I believe. Yes, it is. Connect, please. Nice. I think we might have to go and grab some more pipes soon-ish. For now, though, let's split this, because this also needs some iron plates. Nice. Pipes. Okay. Yes, we definitely need more pipes. Here, I think. Of course, I don't have vision here. Why would I have vision somewhere I want to have it? There we go. I actually kinda regret not installing the far reach mod. It's way too convenient. But I thought that it might feel a little bit too cheaty for this. Maybe next time I will add it. And there you go, solar panels and accumulators completed. So, what is our next step? We could technically start utilizing that iron, but I think there's no point in doing that until we have our bus prepared, and then we can start thinking about having some sort of blocks for smelting using trains. Speaking of trains, that would be a good thing to have. I won't be preparing any blueprints for the solar panels and accumulators until I have substations, at least. So, bulk inserters I was going to make next, right? Right. Advanced circuit, which requires electronic components, which require plastic, silicon, and glass. Now that I actually think we might want to plan. So, let's go for the bulk inserter. There we go. Let's go for one for now. One thing that annoys me that since you can now input text in here, pressing E doesn't submit. You have to either press enter, which is inconvenient since it's farther from WASD. Never mind. A lot of people have told the devs about it, but they were kinda adamant about leaving it as it is right now. Alright. Let's make it a single assembler for the bulk ones. That makes 90. Alright. 9. That means 2 assemblers of this. Where is the base recipe? Here it is. So also 2 assemblers. 8 assemblers of red ones. Holy crap, that's a lot. And 4 assemblers of this, which means... fortunately just 1 plastic. 1.3 silicons. 1.5 of glass. Just over 1 of quartz, which is not convenient, but oh well, what can you do? And just over 1 crusher as well. Cool. Anything else? I mean, I guess we could put those here as well. Let's do that. Can I add recipe below? Oh, alright. That works. Those, where are you being used? Here. Add recipe below. This we have on the bus. And I guess all that's left to do is this and that. Oh, a single one will be enough. That's nice. And I think since we will be using 8 advanced circuit producers, we will be able to split it and store some of those in a chest for our own use. Alright. And since we have planned this, I think this might be the right time to get reacquainted with the Blueprint Sandboxes mod and actually design a half-decent build. So, what was the shortcut for this? Shift B. Ooh. Hello. Huh. Now that looks different than I remember. I like the new fancy background. Huh. That's cool. Ooh. Easier spawning of stuff. Shift left click to spawn more or destroy more. Right click to destroy. Nice. Although I do wonder if there's a way to add water. I don't see any water in here, which is a shame. The Blueprint Sandbox mod used to have some water, and apparently it doesn't anymore. Or was it? Now I'm wondering if that was the Sandboxes mod on its own, or was it added from some waterfill mod? But either way, never mind. Let's get to the planner. Sadly, I can't. Hold on. Put in Alt right click. Okay, so Alt right click. There we go. We do this and we do that and we connect this and we limit the output of bulk inserters to 4 stacks should be enough, I guess. All right. Next step. You require red ones. Or maybe let's deal with the simpler ones first. 2 assemblers of this. Let's put the personal battery in and the military tech card. We can go for the bioprocessing once we get the chem stuff. Oh, we can also have some mines. Oh, never mind. We need to build military tech first, but we will be able to do that once we have it. Let's unlock the mineral water because it will be required for the advanced chemistry later. I guess we could unlock the steel pipes. It doesn't hurt. Ooh, especially given the fact that it gives us the big tanks. I love those tanks. Even when I didn't play with Krastorio, I've added them to my game using a separate mod. They're amazing. Alright, and let's take 2 levels of the capacity bonus because they will also improve our non-bulk inserters, which is always great. Alright, you are getting this, and this also requires 2 and just 1 of sticks, so that's cool. Alt right click actually, thank you. 1, 2, 3, thank you. Like that. That should be fine, I think. I, of course, could be wrong, but I think I am not in this case. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's gonna be our iron plate delivery. That is fine. Step 2. Steel plate and steer gear wheel. We need 2 steer gear wheels. And steel plates. Let's maybe mark the entrances. just so there is no mistake later on. There we go. So step 2 and 3 complete. And the final step is the most complicated one. 8 of these. And I think I will reuse my design from the base game. And by my design, I mean the design that I have seen, I believe, on Reddit. So we do that. One side is gonna have, one belt is gonna have. Ooh, I don't know if it's gonna work with those ratios. Oh well, I guess we'll see. We're in a sandbox, so that doesn't hurt too much if we are mistaken. We can always tear it down and rebuild anew. Let's leave 2 spaces free here. And we will place that here. Alright. Let's try it out then. Copper cable, electronic circuit, and components. Fine. Since these are 4 either way, I think we will put them together on one belt and the electronic components on the other. So, electronic components will go here. There we go. And the electronic components for assemblers will go on the right side. And you also need 3 components. I think we could actually reuse this design. Because why the hell not? It's a pretty decent one. I don't think I want to store them for anything, do I? Ooh, I might. At least for now. Let's do that. Let's do this. And let's limit the chest to maybe 2k. I don't think we're gonna need much more than that. And over here we will do the same, but with the components. Thank you. And we actually will rotate this like that. The rest will require electronic circuit, which comes from the bus, and copper cable, which will come from the assembler, or assemblers actually. Alright. But for now, let's deal with this. Glass, which is 2 of those. Silicon, which is 2 of those. And silicon, which is just 1. We don't have any more furnaces, do we? No, we do not. So these 4 will take all the fuel that we are producing, so we don't have to worry about having to deliver it anywhere else. Fuel can be split here. Like that. And fuel will be made in a single assembler. And produced by a single one of these. Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna buffer it. I have enough wood buffers anyway in my entire base. Alright. 480, which is slightly more than a single one produces. However, if I split that so one goes into the filtration plants and one goes into the glass, I think that might just be fine. If we edit that and make exactly 2, yeah. So let's not actually limit that. And I think we will have separate ones. So this is for glass, so you will have your own. Yes, let's leave one space here. Glass, you've got your own. And the silicon, which will require 2 of those guys. Yeah, I think this can go to the near one. And this can go there, that's fine. And you will go like that. And here, and here. And connect the water to our greenhouse. That is fine. What's next? Connect the stone, I guess. Not to mention connecting the water here. Display panel, please. Water. Like that. I think we can split this somewhere like that. Here. You will go here, you will go here. Display panel for stone. There's the stone. And now that the stone is being delivered here, we should have this part completed. So we go to the plastic. Yep, plastic indeed. Somewhere like that. Cool. Let's actually move it one forward. Do that. You will get our coal. And you, my good sir, will get petrol, fluid, gas thingy. So, plastic comes in here, we split it to the left and then to the right. That should be fine. And then electronic circuits. And copper cables. So circuits will come through this location. And we need 2 of these. Yes, we need 2 of these. So we shall do that. You will place on the near one. And here we will deliver copper plates. Please. And thank you. Very well. Is that all? I believe that might actually be it. So all that's left to do is connect the huge red circuit assembly. I actually might want to rotate it so that it doesn't take as much space. I think that should be enough. And what I can do here is also flip this. So you can go here. And you will be able to go there, and everything should be in order. That is electronics? Yes, it is. And copper can be here. Alright, let's wire it up and see if it works as expected. Some medium poles. Here. Here, here, here and there. Another one here. It will divert to the south, which is quite alright by me. And here, you go here. And I think we can do this. And then do that, and that should be everything connected. Alright, let's connect resources and see how that thing works. Loader. Infinity chest. Copy. And place at our inputs, please. You, copper plate. You, electronic circuit. You, coal. You, stone. You, steel plate. You, iron plate. And now the liquids. Infinity pipe. Let's copy that. Let's put petrol here. And water here. Since I don't want to wait forever, I think I will actually make some wood the old-fashioned way. Oh, I can't just move it like that. Fine. Let's just copy that and move that here. There we go. Now we wait for the electronic components to be made. We'll see if the design is working as expected. Alright, components are being produced. Slowly, but surely. And they make their way to the red circuit assembly, which begins production. I mean, for now it's not gonna go full speed anyway, since I am rerouting some of the ingredients into a chest. But it's good to know that it works. And that is our bulk inserter. Fantastic. Let's remove the infinite inputs. Let's cut that. And let's call it K2 bulk inserter. There we go. And now we can build it. Okay, we are gonna need some more grenades, don't you think? Car. That's gonna make it much. Whoop. Don't drive into our furnaces, please. That would not be advised. Grenades. 71. Should be enough. for the trees at hand. Ooh, also, I think this is the perfect time to retest the Ghost Counter mod, because it's been a while since I have used it. You know what, we will destroy this cliff in a second. Let's use the Ghost Counter. We have our wonderful blueprint, and now we have our Ghost Counter. So, apparently it still doesn't count cliff explosives. Yay, achievement. Alright, and here we can see how many machines we need to build this selected blueprint. So let us go and collect everything that we need, or more likely craft everything that we don't have. We are making the greenhouse. We need a chemical plant. We need 2 filtration plants, which requires steel beams, so I think we might want to go and grab those from the big power pole producer. I'm sure they have accumulated some. Yes, perfect. 2 filtration plants, 2 crushers, which require iron beams. Iron beams I definitely have somewhere. There they are. 2 crushers. Oh, they also require some more gears. I have gears stored here-ish. Iron chests. 1, 2, and 3. Pipes. We have pipes to underground. Wow. I think we have enough. 8 display panels. Although I don't think we will actually build them. And 5 of these. There we go. And that should be all that we need. Well, other than the belts and undergrounds to connect to the bus. Splitters, I think we have enough. Alright, let's then go and build it. Once that is complete, I think we will try and set up our chemical tech card. Also, I should probably check if our current lab... where's our laboratory? Ah, it's all hidden. I want to check if our current tech lab actually can research this, or if we're gonna need to wait until we have better labs. Ah, it can. Chemical tech card is the final one for them. Fine. So I think we will do that. But in the meantime, bulk inserters, they will definitely be handy in those bigger builds. Yes, and as we build, you can see that the amounts here get decreased. So even if you're not building the whole thing at the same time, you can slowly see progress being made. There goes the greenhouses, there goes the crusher and filtration plants. Chem plant. Perfect. The furnaces. Standing too far. Always a problem. And actually, hold on. Huh. There is water connected to the greenhouse here, so what did I do? Oh, I've placed it too far north, and that's why it didn't have the recipe as well. My mistake. The sooner we start producing that wood, the sooner we will have fuel for our smelters. So let's connect the wood first. There we go. And I'm glad I built those display panels, because that will let me add one of them to the ammo storage on the western wall. Because I don't think I've actually done that. No, I haven't. There's that. There's that. There we go. Fantastic. This was stone. Stone is the last belt. Belts, 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 belts. Did I not place a... I did. Yeah, there it is. I was thinking I might have not placed a balancer at the output, but of course this looks like that because those guys grab from only one side. Never mind. This one is almost ready. So let's connect petrol. Nice. Do we have coal? Yes, we do. It's the third belt. So let's split it here, and now we build the long straight section. That will make it faster. Nice. All right. Let's connect the iron here. Oh dear, we ran out of belts. Let's go and grab some more. Although I gotta say, I do love having those automated. Just like everything else, it's so convenient. Just grab them from the chest and continue building. The essence of Factorio: automate everything. It will be convenient for you later. Don't crash into pipes, please. That would be not advisable. Okay, step 2, steel plate. Steel plate is number 4. Yes, it is. It is just below coal. Fortunately, with that, we don't have to go as far. Are we using copper here? Yes, we are. So let's do that as well. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for... Oh, right, coal. Because I didn't fully connect it. My bad. This is electronics which come from here. Connect, go north, and then we go for copper. Oops, that's better. Copper goes here. Electronics go there. Oh, right. Should probably also output this here. You connect here. You connect here. Okay, finished. Do we have anything more? Flammables, which doesn't serve us much purpose, but will be helpful for later. Speed modules, sure. Efficiency modules, not really needed, but why not? And let's go for the text plates as well. And fine, let's get rid of the flare stack. We have that connected, and that as well. This isn't connected, thank you. This is, and this is. You are connected, you are connected. So let's add the belts. Come on, really? You used to be able to do this, Factorio. Why did you break it? There we go. That's our red circuits production. That's that. That's that. And that is the entire blueprint ready. And the bolt inserters are being made. Perfect. Right. So I think that our next step will be to either build the southern and northern walls and or to build chemical science, chemical tech card, I believe it's called. Yes, indeed. So I think those will be our next steps. But I am going to be finishing for today since it's getting rather late. And I think the Chemtech card build will be rather long, so I will leave it for the next time. I will even place it as the priority here, so I don't remember it. Once we have that, we will probably start thinking about having our main bus and trains, so that will be definitely exciting. But yeah, for now though, I want to thank you all for watching. I will be back on Friday evening with some more FTL, and then probably more of this next week. So go and check out the schedule if you want to know timing in your local time zone. Other than that, oh, I guess this is it. Let me check if there is someone to raid at this time. Not really anyone that would actually play something similar, so I think we are not gonna be raiding today. I will save this game. Oh, actually, stream 2. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.